YouTube. So this is the second half of chicken harvesting day, and we have been processing the chickens, and now we're getting ready for the freezer. So I actually ordered these bags from eBay, and they came from a person down in Texas. This system didn't require me to have to slice the bag and then put a sticker over it, so I really liked it. A lot of them said you have to do that. This is the way around it. It comes with a plastic straw. You want to heat the straw, and that makes it more flexible. And this is the food grade plastic tubing, just something from Home Depot. And you can reuse it, clean it, sanitize it. What you do is you stick it in the cavity of the chicken, and I don't like to stick it all the way down to the bottom. You want to make sure you don't have sharp edges from your neck. We've been leaving a little extra skin flap to go over the neck, and really working on these knuckles on the chicken's legs so that they're not hacked off. Our first couple of attempts, we weren't watching that too closely. They come with a zip tie, and you zip tie that off and hang on to your straw. If these are sharp edged at all, they'll poke a hole in the bag as it shrink wraps. Okay, now I use my wooden spoon to help hold it down. And I'm just using my canning pot. You hold this in for 5 seconds. It's hard to do it for only 5 seconds, but I've learned that if you get that little bit where your zip tie is, underwater, then you get a good shrink wrap. Pull that out, and it gets smaller around the chicken. Now, if it doesn't shrink wrap down enough, I hit it again. And you can see this one, I still have some air in here. Last time we did chickens and rabbits, we used our food saver. And because of the blood from the chicken and the water, we were filling our wet tray on the food saver constantly. So we just weren't getting as good of a shrink as what we would have liked. So here now you can see it's nice and tight in here. It's holding the juices, and we've got a good shrink wrap. So the second part here, just to show you, pull the straw out. And you're supposed to be able to pull the straw and make this tighter. I've never been able to do quite both the same at the same time. I pull it as tight as I can with my pliers. I'm using needle nose pliers because mine also have a cutting clip at. And you want to take off that extra zip tie. You want to make sure your bag is dry. And this particular seller on eBay included labels, and these labels are poultry labels with the safe handling instructions, and if you want to sell them, you could print them. I just write what meat it is and the date. Put that on there, and now this is all ready for the freezer. On a much smaller chicken, I'll clip this extra off, but this one's taken up a good size of the bag. But you can see that shrink wraps down there pretty well. I'm very pleased with this. They were about 30 cents a piece, and you can order these from companies where you get like 1,000 in a pack, and the labels in a big roll. We've got about 200 chickens to process this year, so I ordered a smaller quantity and was willing to pay a little more, but you can get them much cheaper. I think the cheapest I found was maybe 18 cents when you bought 1,000. So that's the chicken shrink wrap bagging.